and the crowd. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Rion's Corner, out here in front of Thunder Mountain. Let you guys come on in. It's nice and warm. I'm just gonna sit here and just sage my own throat chakra from all the garbaggio I've been having to watch and partake in and clean up. Let's just get this here. Hi. How are you? This is my microphone. You guys having fun out there across planet Earth? What's up? Well, namaste and la catch, and welcome to Morning Coffee. We got yard work going on. We got mosquitoes. We got it all. It's 100 degrees out here pretty soon. I'm here because I love you. Okay. Lots of awesome things, lots of awesome news out there. I wanted to be here with you guys to share, I miss you guys. I understand that when we're doing these things together, and I understand how important it is to, no matter what's going on, like right now with these leaf blowers and gardeners running around, I just want you to know that regardless of what's going on in the world, regardless of what they're telling you, regardless of this fear propaganda, regardless of maybe what your friends and family are telling you about certain things, I'm here to tell you that I just went through about a month of having to reprocess this reality. A lot of us are starting to understand that the world that we thought we were inheriting will be different. I had to process that. I had to process family making decisions. I had to process loved ones coming and going. I had to process, what does our creator, the original creator of our soul, want? I can tell you that there's some artificial things that are electronic and AI in function that are involved in certain things that people are banging. I know because I'm a super hypersensitive being, and I had to deal with that, crush that, and identify it first, lock onto it. The main thing that you have to understand about what some of this stuff is to know these guys had a 10, 20, 30 year head start on some of these things. And regardless of what has been done, and regardless to what you believe, that your soul, baby, your higher selves, and the bragging rights of us being here right now to our higher selves. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, oh really, you lived through one of these things? You had AI, and you had AI, put in you? Is that what you had? They're like, not really. I was like, yeah, it's a little different. What I can say is that it's artificial depression. 4 days, night 4 of this flavor, the number 2, Mark 2.0, Zuckerbucker, which by the way said, do not take this, as dangerous, to the heads of his staff. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but that was also caught on video and via email. What else? Eyes get heavy. Day 2, day 3, day 4, it feels weird. Day 5, day 6, you just want to sleep. Day 7, day 8 or whatever it is. From day 4 to day 7, there's an artificial program that runs on a loop. It just generates fear and loosh. It's artificial. When I grabbed it and cooked it and everything on the stream, it was like echo programs. There was no soul attachment to it. I started blowing up all the fear in this small little city known as Sedona, and they said, time out. Don't cook the whole stream. People are supposed to learn things. So that was interesting. Many of us are, like I said, pretending every day. When I sleep, I'm at least like 12, 15 feet tall, casually. I have zero fear of anything that walked the earth. When last time I was here, zero fear of anything that walked the earth here. When you remember who you really were, and maybe that Tartarian life or Atlantis and Lemuria life, or, remember, people are talking about human incarnations. When's the last time you were here? You were a 15, 20-foot giant, and you have no recollection of anything these dudes are even talking about. There's a lot of things I want you guys to understand how big your energy is too. When I say a giant, it doesn't have to be in a suit, but I'm saying your energy body. We're very large. I've had many conversations with upper dimensional beings on how they want me to roll this how they want me to participate, how they want me to move things. A lot of the stuff I'm getting is we've already won. This whole thing is a choice, a forced choice. And, you know, people don't like to be forced to choose something. Are you going to choose, you know, your heart, your love, and your body, and your, you know, original creator, your soul? Or, like I said, there's other choices out there. But let me be clear. There are councils right now regulating how aware or awake that version was that received, you know, X. And were they actually conscious enough to make that decision based upon their soul contract? That is being negotiated right now. So I want to be honest with you and say that, you know, God is love, baby. The original creators of our souls love us. And that's all I can really stick to with this. Someone that walks between worlds. Every time I blink, I'm staring into what other beings call this spiritual world. Every time I close my eyes and blink, I'm staring through it. It 100,000% exists. I can't express that to you enough. What I'm trying to say is that the blending of these polarities and these harmonics on this planet is something that we've been working as a collective on for quite some time. When the lower dimensions were kind of taken over, you know, I don't know what year it was with these dates. I don't know, 10,000 years ago? Lemuria, Atlantis, whenever that was. They removed 1,712 years and added 712 years to our calendar. Whenever that event happened, you know, people want to blame and choose other things for why things happen, okay? Even going back to the old Draconian Lyran War, everyone wants to blame sides, polarities. And then if you go back to Maldek blew up, you know, and Mars was just a little moon of Maldek. Wasn't even, you know, it's like, you know, anyways. What I'm getting to, there's a lot of these different things that have taken place in this space. The thing that I'm beginning to understand and learn is to not only forgive myself, but forgive others, but also to lose the malice. A lot of you guys that are dragons out there, and we're going to be pulling cards for us, right? And my unicorns. I love them both. I always open with a little dragon and I come in with some unicorns, all right? We got dragons and unicorns today. All right. And then we'll see if we have time for another one. We'll see. What I'm trying to say is, and what I'm trying to share from my tum-tum to your tum-tum, we've been through trials and tribulations before, okay? I'm sure some of us were here during the Revolutionary War. I'm sure some of us were Minutemen. I'm sure some of us were here in World War II, reincarnated. World War I, you know, the old battles of Genghis Khan and the Silk Road. You know, I was here during the Roman times. I remember kind of going against this, I'm not going to say who I was, but I was definitely a character in that Roman thing that went against the Roman BS control system. I've never been a huge fan of being told what to do. My soul is old. Usually when I incarnate, they're usually trying to bribe me to either take sides in games like this. That's why some of you have had such very interesting lives and a lot of temptation thrown out at you when you were young and you grew up because you're very, very powerful. They want to tempt you to join their game in the polarity swing. They don't want you to step into your sovereignty and realize that if you play that Debbie Downer negative control game, you can't graduate. This is something every single human being on this planet will figure out one way or the other if it takes you 3 more incarnations. What we want is homeostasis on this planet. What we want is to stop all of this weird stuff that's going on underground. What we want is to stop this, you know, slave thing. I've never been, I'm not a huge fan of being told who I am, what I am, given a number, like when we're born here on this planet. Hashtag not about it. This whole control program is echo programs that have been left to run on rerun in some sort of a time loop that's, I don't know, I said this before, 1612, 1686 to current day. They keep taking time swatches, right? So let's imagine Time Core, guys that monitor the future and jump back in time to fix stuff. Some of us actually, instead of jumping back into this, into the past to switch a timeline and say a mission mode, which is maybe 4 days to 2 months, depending on how long the gate stays open, or what portal you're using. If it's a natural portal, if it's an artificial portal, if it's a portal made back in the 60s, whatever it is. The issue is that some of us actually said, no, I'll be placeholders. I'll do an 80-year ride to stare at the timeline every single day and watch with my family every single weird thing that's, been going on down here. And I'll be here daily. I'll be your daily dose of, let's go ahead and keep this in a straight line and not take it off the rails. All right. So that's what I mean by that. Some of you guys are just like me, and I want you to understand that it's a privilege to be here. My heart goes out to all my homies in France and in Australia and what they're doing. This whole thing is just going to trigger a mass awakening on a level of, remember, everything on this planet is a rubber band. Let's talk about time for a second. If you keep pulling this rubber band and testing the collective consciousness of Earth with all this weirdness, it forces everyone to get on that rubber band. And when that thing gets loosed, it's going to snap back into our timeline. We're seeing the events that are going to be necessary, unfortunately, I think, to wake people up in a very dynamic, drastic, and powerful, passionate way. I'm not a huge fan of species that trade other extraterrestrial species. I'm not really fans of the slave trade, period, above and below ground. Every single time I see that, I see a species that is too lazy to do their own work. Every time I see a species trying to put their energy over another planet, I see a species that, again, is too lazy to do their own work. And their lifespans are probably a little bit too long, and they run from the reincarnation wheel, and they don't want to face the cause and effect of their actions. For some of us, you actually bring that upper dimensional knowledge of some of these lower dimensional beings and are actually watching them from their home world, staring at you at 30 frames per second in a human popsicle suit. I'm here to express that when the upper dimensional beings in our galactic forefathers and foremothers agree that we want peace in a certain place, in time, let's just say, I'm here to express to you again that that timeline will change. And I want you guys to understand that these negotiations that are taking place are really beings' lower selves trying to figure out how to balance a sphere of influence, or how to get along, or how to negotiate. It's like kindergarten. So we're down here in the basement in kindergarten as undercover bosses, staring at every single thing that bumps into our energy field, monitoring every single artificial program, biological program, consciousness program, entertainment program, movie program, news intel program, financial program, biological program, every single thing that is generated on this, in this realm, and it's bumping into us like we're in a pool. So imagine you're a huge upper dimensional being braided into your 3D popsicle suit, and you're sitting in a pool, in a kiddie pool, and you're kind of sitting there like you're in a jacuzzi, and here's the consciousness of this whole planet and every amazing idea that's ever happened in the past 1,000 years, like bumping into you. So you're sitting here in this pool and you're looking around going, whatever happened to that fish or that turtle or that species? Why are they not here anymore? What is this new thing they are rolling out? What is this? Who's in charge of that? We are staples. We are permanent fixtures in the Colorado River that's going by. Imagine the Colorado River is the flow of the universe. Some of us are those boulders that the river breaks around. We are the immovable objects. We are the Azarites. We are those that, and the Seraphim. We only come down here when you really need something to change. Being a part of that group, that 144, the 144,000, I prefer 144 million with you guys. And I'm sitting down here and I'm telling you, I already breached this platform. I'm breaching it. I'm talking to you like it's casual, because when you guys breach it, you're going to go, how do you put this into English? It's not like you can't explain yourself. How do you put I remember the halls of Amenti. I remember the columns of Egypt. I remember when the waters ran red, right? I remember more so every single day who I really am. And I think that when the giants walk the earth, and the Smithsonians are the first ones that ever go, and you find giant bones in your backyard, the Smithsonian will be the first one on site. The fact that under the Vatican that library is like 5 miles in length is absolutely crazy. But for those who remember our root language on this planet, it does not sound like English. For those who remember, you'll get visions of the past. You'll get visions of what certain things look like. I think there's a lot of intel on this planet, and I appreciate all of them. I love my brothers, Simmons, Tone, Michael Jaco is doing a great job. There's a lot of guys, even back in the day, Corey crushed for a while. Wilcox has some things, there's some guys. I love Emery, I wish him the best. I've met the guys in person, they're super cool guys, but the whole thing I want you guys to understand about your soul is the different variations of the dimensions you speak about in any space. You could be a normal person in 3D, you feel normal, but in 4D, you could be a full-blown operative for the light forces, or 5D, or 6D, or 7D. And you're kept here as a placeholder in the physical realm of existence because you are the 3D ground in the hologram. You are the fusion engine. Your heart is firing. Your heart is a fusion engine. You're literally the bottom of the battery. Okay? You're the bottom of the totem pole. Well, when that totem pole starts to grow and you start breaching and braiding with your higher selves, and they start giving you more and more information of how long you've been here, what your mission protocols are, what you guys are really trying to do, what you guys have overcome, what you're working on together. At the end of the day, with all that blending and hybridization and different dimensions blending together like different radio stations that your antenna can now pick up on, your ultra UHF, ultra high frequency, whatever. At the end of the day, the original creator of our soul is still going to say, how does that make you feel? Do you feel that was a just act? Do you feel like you're a good person? Are you a good boy or girl? Are you still innocent? Are you still listening to your inner child? Do you still want to go surf with sea turtles? Do you still want to do these awesome things with your friends and family? The thing about that version of you can't be bought. That version of you can't be tempted. That's why it goes against the whole control thing. Because if we were all inner children right now, we'd look like some of these people like they're absolutely broken programs. Broken, shattered, Voldemort programs. You're broken. You sold your soul so that you would have a higher rank in the lower dimensions in 4D. And you bypass whatever graduation that you would have. When I punch in on some of these guys over there hiding in, Bern, Switzerland, when I go into your condos and your houses and I'm staring at you, and my guides are like, yo, bro, he's just playing a role in this holographic game. He has no idea. Some of them have ideas, some of them are just puppets. So I'm here to tell you, with all that, casually, and a morning coffee, I'm trying to kind of bring this in full 360 for you guys so you can kind of zoom out on just this moment, how we feel emotionally. The lessons that we're supposed to learn are we're stronger together. Come from your heart. If this truly is one of the last places in our galaxy that has this lower dimensional polarities, let this be the last graduating class that rode this, rocked it to the wheels, fell off, and graduated. I don't know. I mean, like, it's kind of like, it's like, this is the last chance. It's like, imagine like boarding a spaceship and you're in the galaxy, your galaxy's been calm for 10,000 years. Like, imagine you come from Andromeda and they're like, last ship boarding, the last opportunity to enter the 3D realm in polarity. Are you serious? I thought, oh yeah, there's one planet left. It's Earth. We got an Earth program going on out here. And there's a lot of different characters. It's like Smoke and Daggers over here if you want to try it out. I mean, some of us come from like that cosmic flavor. Like, you've been sitting in the galactic center just pulsating like a star for 1,000 years. Time means nothing. And you're sitting there going, well, honey, should we go? Oh, that sounds very entertaining. I mean, I've been sitting here pulsating like a star for quite some time. And I think it might be nice to not travel at the speed of thought and, jump back in time and see what that's like to feed birds in my backyard and hummingbirds and exist in the physical realm, feel 1G gravity, play in this little weird nerd high school dumb game. You know? I don't know. The true versions of you guys know, and your soul knows why you incarnated here. I'm just trying to give you guys a little snapshot of everyone right now is like digging through the surf line, and all this fear comes crashing on you. And what's going to happen and what's going to happen? All I can say is every day for me, I just keep paddling. Duck dive. Here comes another one. They're shutting down all the grocery stores in France. You can't get food unless you have a duck dive. What is it? Have one homie with some papers, and one homie, it's like, give him the money and be like, yo, can you get groceries for everybody? Number one. Number two, in France right now, they're just posted up in front of the restaurants, eating right in front of the restaurants in the streets where they can't be messed with, right? Australia, fighting for their freedoms. UK, fighting for your freedoms. All I see is love. Every time I see someone fighting for their freedoms, for their family, for their rights, for their sovereignty, it brings me happiness. What is this conflict that we have to lean against? What is this broken program? What are these little nerds that were left from the Khazarian functions of it? Russia would have done their journey. Just being honest, I'm like, if they would have finished, taking that dude out 200 years ago, we wouldn't even be in this conversation. But hey, I don't know. Was it all meant for the choice? See, I can't really be mad. I mean, if you get into this above polarity game, and that's something I'm just trying to express a little bit of to you. And it's very difficult if you've lost someone, or you're in pain or suffering, or you're feeling the effects of this thing. Listen, maybe when you feel better, give this a holler. I went through this. I have lost friends and loved ones. I overcame both of those functions that came out. And I'm here to tell you, at the end of it, I keep my eyes on the horizon. I keep becoming stronger. I train every day. It's like there's something. I keep focusing on that new sunrise, that new tomorrow. And no matter all this stuff that bumps into me, distraction, fear, this, that, how are we gonna do it? And I just feel like I'm a big dude in a jacuzzi and all this stuff's just bumping off of me, but I'm still locked on my target, like regardless of what this is. So I'm here to express a little bit of what that feels like. And I'm just trying to share that with you guys because that's who you really are. The real you is all-knowing. The real you knows that we signed up to learn things. The real you has no fear. The real you is unconditional love, right? So I'm just trying to express, like, kind of in putting in vocabulary, what that feels like. Because when I think about right now, I think about, the Spanish influenza. Where did the flu come from in the first place? What was flu before the 1900s? Did it even exist? I don't know. Did it? Why did they whack all the guys that came back from World War I? I mean, the guys that actually could fight against them. Why was the Titanic sunk? What really happened on September 9/11? What is this? I just keep seeing like a bunch of little things. And the more I get out of judgment, okay, this is the thing. God, I want to, believe me. But the more I get out of judgment, the more my dudes just yell at me because they're like, I'm like, want a Hulk smash. And they're like, time out. And I'm like, what? They're right there. I got grids a mile from his house. They go, look, it's a game. People are playing roles. Don't let the game get you. Calm down. And I'm like, we're in a video game. They're like, bro, holographic matrix, choices. You're growing. It's how we make souls grow. You make choices. You grow from your choice. Good, bad, or indifferent. You're all growing together like in high school. 70 years old, 80 years old is not old. You're not even considered adult in Inner Earth, in Agartha, until you're 70, 80 years old. You're still a teenager until you're 80 years old. Everyone knows you don't know nada in one incarnation. Why did they change the functions of this suit? When we were vegetarians, a long time ago, maybe omnivores, whatever, lifespan 200 or 300 years. What do we got to do? Oh, they got to eat meat. There goes the appendix. What's the appendix for? We don't know. What is mitochondria? What's their function? They take my energy and they turn it into heat. Interesting. Well, if I didn't have mitochondrial control over my suit and all my molecules, wouldn't I just be raw lightning shooting out of my hands? Wouldn't my infrared or my heat just be projected like it was meant to be? What is the throat chakra? What is the third eye? What's a pineal gland? What's third eye? What's your heart? What does it really do? What do you mean your stomach is your second brain and your organs actually like talk to each other and hang out and like work together? What is this is intelligence? What is epigenetics? No one told me any of this. No? There's things I want you guys to remember about even your breath. You can have manifestations particleize into golden light on your exhale 24/7, 365 with every breath. Why don't they teach it? Everyone has multiple sets of energy hands. Why don't they teach it? Spiritual world and multi-dimensional realities intertwine and are layered on top of each other. Why aren't we taught that in second, third grade? Why are they teaching us fake history? Why are you teaching us math that doesn't make sense once you get into the quantum world? Why don't they teach everyone electromagnetism? Why doesn't everyone know how to bend light through prisms and create different functions of realities? You know? And the issue is that they think the population isn't ready to understand or remember based upon some genetic modifications in the past. What is a super soldier? They say they're enhanced. I say maybe they're just closer to the original genome. You ever think about that? We modified them, or you unmodified them. What was our true form? I've yet to see a 30-foot super soldier. You know, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's too much. Should I turn it down a little bit? Should I? You know, I don't want to blow every. You know, all these guys. I think they're super. Hey, did they just unwind the modifications to your DNA? We weren't all little, you know, Smurfs walking around here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I don't know. You know, we had huge trees. There are ginormous trees on this planet. We used to be a 5D function of reality. We dropped into the physical based upon some things that came in here, bribed versions of the version or a group of the Atlanteans. Got a war. We've had nuclear fallout on this planet. If you guys don't know this, there is a reservoir in India that has 7,000-year-old nuclear fallout that the government will not let anyone live by because you get radiation poisoning right now. Okay? They're finding all this stuff in the Bosnian pyramids and all this stuff up in Bosnia, up in the mountains. They're finding all kinds of old things. I express some of this to you because I want you guys to kind of, when you're thinking about this reality, your mind kind of is a trap. If you think this reality is only what you can touch or feel with your five senses, right? You have to understand that the trick is actually being in the physical suit. You can't see the walls, right? So I'm getting to with you guys, meditate, expand your minds. I know it's crazy out there. I know it's tough out there. Try to get into nature. Try to go for a walk. Try to take your vitamins. Try to take some NAC. Try to work on whatever you got that you can work on to assist yourself in raising your vibration. I'm only giving you a little snapshot of this time in history because I want you to also see this and then resonate that with how many times we've been in a similar situation in the past or in the future. Because this doesn't feel like the first time I've been through one of these artificial things, right? How many things have we been through together? That's all I'm trying to say. All right, so let's pull some cards. Give me a Namaste and Laketch family. Give me a thumbs up and let me know where you guys are punching in from. I just had to get that off my chest. Sorry I was late. The solar flares had me sleeping like a baby. I was just processing. Punching where you're coming in from and what up. And if you guys like these videos, feel free to share. You know, I really do. The whole like share, subscribe. I mean, share it, subscribe. That's cool. I think more and more people, I mean, some of us have been monitored. I've been monitored since 2010. I'm used to it. But my thing is, like, if you feel like some of this energy or truth resonates with you, I only want the best for you in this world. I want you to have the best incarnation possible. I want you to be able to show through your own light what is possible. And I think that's the challenge we signed up for. We would not come for anything less than that alpha omega charge, you know. And look, us angelics, we ain't scared to go and do a full-blown comet torpedo with a spear in front of us and just coming in hot. Like, I don't know. I've never, you know, It's like asking an angel, you scared to fly? You're like, nah, bro. Like, I'm hummingbird, seraphim over here, just waiting to strike. You know, Pops hasn't given me the green light, so I gotta sit here and just watch this rhetoric. You know, I don't know. Some of us are just sitting in the sky, just. So can I go now, Dad? Son, patience. Dad, I can get him in at least 3 mile step. Can I just grab him? Son, it's a video game. They have to choose. I don't know. You come above polarity, the whole thing turns and you guys are all superheroes. We're all down here in a limited popsicle suit. And we're breaking every single program that's come through our bloodline in the past 2,000 years that said any of this BS is real. There it is. That's why it's so difficult in this life when you wake up, because you got to hack your mom's DNA. Your dad's, your grandpa, your grandma's. Where do they come from? No one remembers. You know, you're just hacking, and you're the black sheep of the family because you're the one asking real questions. Oh, what? Oh, is that what I'm supposed to believe? Is that what you're going to tell me? I should believe that every day? I don't believe any. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, when it comes to some of these forced things, I don't believe anybody down here. You know? The truth is, when I first woke up, my Anunnaki was next to me. It was Nightside. The first thing out of his mouth, though, was every single thing you've ever learned down here is false. That was like the third comment he ever made to me. Like, I don't know who I am. My third eye comes on. It's an 8-foot Anunnaki in the den. Got an admiral's outfit on. You're my higher self. Yes. That was like the first thing he said. Yes. And then he said, you're late. Get your, let's go. And I knew I was late. But like the third thing he ever said to me was, every single thing you've ever learned down there is false. No one knows who they are. No one knows what they're doing here. That was like the top third thing I ever learned down here. Then I went 6.5 years doing global activations, not even participating in human consciousness. Like, whatever you believe, I was like, yeah. Can someone distract the guard? I got to go activate this temple. Like, yeah. Hi, blessings. Someone went over there and then just ninja-ing into things for 6.5, 7 years around the planet. I've been doing my job for about 12, 13 years. So I'm just trying to tell you, it goes a lot deeper than just what we're taught on the surface. There's a lot of spiritual hidden truths. There's a lot of old bloodline heritage, wider Native Americans, Tibetans, dudes from the Dogon, Aboriginals. Why can they harmonize, and why is it easier for some beings to connect to spirit? Why do some species are really good at this? Some species are really good at that. What is it about us? Is it the suit? Is it our soul? Is it our memories? What is it that makes us? What is a human? That a hue of manifestation. I'm here to tell you, we're in spiritual rehab. Number one, for all you guys on the night side, I love you. Still processing your shadow stuff. First thing I say is, why are you down there? I'm in spiritual rehab. Why? Because when I was like Darth Vader version, we caused a lot of collateral damage and I had to learn how to turn my heart on. Okay, let me help you guys out. Light side, Palladian heart. Why are we here? To help everybody and have fun. This place is supposed to be paradise. Oh, so we're supposed to have a great time, share love, pick everybody up, live in paradise, pop and lock, live La Vida Loca, do some high fives, go into an ET party, and, I got the Michael Jackson, shoulder pads on. You're not worried or scared? I'm like, nah, bro, my soul's older than most of these kids. I'm just pretending. Okay? On the night side, Commander, Dragon, yo, what's up? What do you want to do with these dudes? They're not shifting. Well, it's a probability, right? We're running numbers, so take the top 10%. Those that do not will be left behind. I mean, it's like some weird, and I'm just floating in this place. Bro, my night side dude, he looks, I didn't want to go into this, but I'm scared. This is why I'll share this with you when you guys are doing activation. So, I've been practicing for a very long time. In the last video, I talked about, how, half shadow on the right in all the pictures and my left side glows, right? But what I'm trying to tell you, though, on the upper dimensions, they have me practicing sitting, having things ask me questions, but I'm like half dragon, half Lyran, or half angelic, half seraphim. But it's not like one side gets to alter my course of action. I'm sitting in the white and black like a referee. What is it? It's like not only above polarity, but I'm trying to say some of your higher selves are monitoring on a galactic level, on a timeline level, on a planetary level, on a soul level, on a dimensional level, in a multiverse level. Balance. Balance. I have a lot of beings run up on me sometimes on the night side. They think, yeah, sure, and they get close, and I open my eye on the right-hand side, and the hologram opens behind them, and my big dude just grabs him and goes, can I help you? He's busy right now playing Overwatch, or he's watching his anime now. Can I help you, little dude? Yes, he'll talk to you later. They don't know who you really are. We're very privileged, some of us, to live in Sedona, and very many different spiritual communities around the planet. I'm here to tell you, though, the true version of yourself is so beautiful, so powerful, and so awesome. That's why you really have to control your emotions. We're all here in emotional rehab together. We're here to master our emotions and get along. Anyone else that wants to create some alternate reality where everyone's a cyborg and you jump into some freaking Blade Runner 2047, dude, let them go. You know, because it might take you 1,000 or 2,000 years of weirdness, right? Eventually, you're going to come back. If you don't believe me, why don't you ask the tall whites and the grays? Okay? You want to run that program, why don't you ask a species that actually did it to the nines, and actually why some of them are back here crossbreeding right now to get back into their heart, back into their spirit, back in, you know, the good graces are the original creator of our soul, or our God, or whatever they may be for you. Mike, you haven't put that two together? Why don't you let that dude sit with a gray or a tall white and go, why you don't want to do that? Why you don't want to clone for 500 years and you don't want to do that. I think it'd be a lot more beneficial to those that are pretending to lead this planet in whatever direction they think they're leading in based upon Project Looking Glass, which has been altered. I feel like Project Looking Glass, bro, I mean, it's like accurate in the lower dimensions. I keep seeing like upper dimensional beings like with an iPad. They're like, what do you want to show them? You're like, we should tell them, like, show them this timeline. And like, they're sending it down the project. I mean, it's like the internet. It's the multiverse. It's the universe. I just am not so much of a chump to not realize that there are upper dimensional cosmic beings that are watching the entire entertainment show 24/7, 365. I'm not in that, I don't know what's happening. This is the first time it's ever happened. Can you believe it? Saucy? Hey, Saucy, can you believe it? I don't know. You guys believe what you want to believe. My family, I love you. I'm just trying to say, the guys that watch me behind the scenes, I'm trying to explain to you, all that technology is still ancient compared to the electric gate wars or the electric wars that we had back in the day. Which, if you don't know what the electric wars were like, it was kind of like when Lucas copied the old Vedics and made Star Wars. The electric wars are what I remember. I don't know. Whatever. There's nothing new under the sun, is what they say. You know. My thing is that less conflict, more cool things, more emotional integration, more feeling. Stop creating things that don't have an emotional body. Stop creating things that only have 4 chakras. Okay, unless you want to sit them in heart space the whole time. Okay, and don't let them interact with beings unless they're on their own soul journey. Almost like you incarnated as a tiger or a kitty cat, and then a tiger, and then an eagle, and then they gave you a shot at being a human. I don't know whatever this is and how long it takes in the evolutionary scale. But I'm here to express that if you're going to have beings interact on a certain parallel reality, and there are a lot of things that are in common, I think the first thing that should be in common if you're going to create a game is someone's heart is on. And then all your little nerd AI mind programs come second. Okay? That's how I say it. Don't create beings unless they start with level 1 is your heart is on. You want to do good things. After that, you know, sure kids. Whatever you're feeling. Okay? We got Blue Jays and Cardinals just flying around me. All right. I'm just in my own zone. I love you guys. Like, I'm like, hi, I'm in my own zone. That's Thun Mountain. It's one of the top 10 largest vortexes on Earth. Skadoosh, you know. Okay. We'll do this again. Shall we do the dragons or the unicorn? You know what? Let's do the unicorns first. We did dragons last week or 2 weeks ago. So, how do you really feel about it? I'm like, in the year 2047, you ran for president. I don't know. I'm down here practicing every day for something. You know, mainly that you can never be purchased like a bauble. All right, so the first question we shall ask. Let's see if I can zoom in here. What's your guys' question? What do we got? So, how about for all the Pleiadian unicorns, light side Andromedans, Lyrans, all the awesome beings, Seraphim, Angelics, all the archangels, all the hotness, all the glowing, all the halos. Got a question for you. Okay. Let's do 3. First one, financial abundance. Second one, inherent variations of control being, I prefer disintegrated. All right. First question is financial abundance. Here we go. For this week, let's go for this week. Well, yeah, because it's the end of the month. Okay, let's go for this week. For August into September, financial abundance. What do we got? What happens when the control program asks you for advice? You guys ever wonder that? Interesting. All right. First card. Okay, we're going to hold off on that. Okay, this is abundance for August into September. Okay, next question. Disintegration of the control program, the false fear program. I feel like we're like in the zone right now. I don't know. I feel like we're in the zone. Okay, dose. Last question. I want to ask a question about the Galactic Federation of Light and all the homies. Will we be able to retrieve all of our homies from some of these control functions? And will there be some sort of a negotiation trade among upper echelon aspects of consciousness to release both sides of this prisoner function so that both sides can begin to heal from it? From here to Pluto. I'm not talking about little Earth game. Up, up, up. Ask your boss, kid. All right, moving on. They're like, yeah. I'm like, no, that's not. Keep going up, buddy. He's tapping you on the shoulder. All right. Boom. All right, here we go. The Unicode reading for today. Little sage. Sage it up. Get your tea, get your coffee. Sage it up. We're going to clear some throat chakras. Sometimes in this static energy, ladies and gents, you need to constantly sage, clear, work out, move that blood in your body. It's a constant process. Use God's creations, the goddess's creations to assist you. Use the crystal kingdom, use the stone kingdom. Use the plant kingdom, whatever you need. This feels absolutely fabulous on my throat chakra right now. I think we're like a moment in time where things are about to pop off. I almost feel like today and yesterday was like a day at a time. Do you guys feel like that? I feel like something's about to pop off. I can feel it. All right. Here we go. Abundance coming. Oh, magic. Abundance coming for the end of August and into September. We got magic. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I don't know another word. Magic, ladies and gents. Magic. Cosmic magic. Ooh, I'm excited. That's a pretty cool thing. Cool little design. Magic. All right. That's for Alexis. A little unicorn out there. All right. And all my homies. I don't know. I love all you guys, man. And I'm going to be real with you. Like, they're showing me stuff, you guys, from like the past. That's so people having problems in the present with their friends or trolls online or monitors or people that are just in like poor condition via troll or paying to be negative or, you know, accepting Bitcoin to do weird shit. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. They got me in a place where I'm like, again, above the clouds, like, and I'm staring at time differently. So I want to say here now and forever that I forgive every single person that's ever trespassed against me. And please forgive me for ever trespassing against you. There's something big that's coming, and I want you guys to know with your friends and family that maybe you guys don't see eye to eye on things, or maybe it's like a family feud, let's just say. I still want you to understand and still have that love in your heart to go, hey man, mom, dad, ladies and gentlemen of the court, I got love for you no matter what you choose, and regardless how this thing rolls, baby, I'll see you on the other side. And I know it's hard in a human suit to understand that and not feel pain and suffering and loss. But I'm here to tell you that we will be reunited with our families and our friends very, very soon. What's soon? I mean, this life in this suit isn't very long. You might say 80 years is soon. That could be like a cat nap for some beings. I'm just trying to put it in perspective for you, okay? All right. Card number 2 was, goodness gracious. Card number 2 was, all right, this, help me out. What was the second question? I got like blanked. Ruthie, what's the second question? I don't see any. Are we being blocked today, ladies and gentlemen? Ruthie, say something. I see you watching over and over and over again. I don't know. Is there anyone else watching? Forgive, release. Okay. Oh, forgive, release. Oh, the different species? Is that what we're talking about? I thought that was card number 3. Oh, disintegrated control. Thank you. Okay, so card number 2 is, are we going to blow through the fear on this planet? Are we going to disintegrate the fear and come together? Be daring. The card is daring. So my thing is be daring, be brave out there, right? Hold the line. Be daring. UK, France, Australia, US, Canada. Be daring. Do not take any order or ordinance on your knees, all right? The only time I hit my knees is for the original creator of my soul. Let me be clear. These guys doing this stuff are not, okay? You can say they're a shadow or a piece or, you know, dingleberry floating in the wind, whatever you want to, you know, compare these guys to. I'm just saying, stand for your truth, stand for justice, stand for peace, stand for love, and protect the innocents on this planet, period. Drop the mic. Anyone who wants to pretend they're a leader and doesn't stand for that, step down. Get out of the way. You know, there's a big surprise coming for you guys in the future. You know, can't wait to meet you in person. Your consciousness might not be able to handle it. All right. And the third one is coming together, prisoner release, Galactic Federation of Light, doing awesome things. I would like some of our homies rescued. I would like some of my family of light rescued. I would like some sort of negotiation from the tippity top of whatever, tippity top of cosmic beings, whatever. Do some sort of prisoner trade. start healing, stop fighting each other, grow up. I think that's what all of our cosmic parents want from us. Knock it off, grow up, okay? You don't have to eat meat every day. There's 3D printing machines that print. And I don't know. I talk to some of these beings and I'm like, yo, have you ever had a Beyond Beef like sausage or Beyond Impossible Burger? They're fantastic. I'll make you one. Like, I don't know what the story is. These guys keep, on loop. I'm here to tell you, don't be lazy. There's something about earning your own deeds with your own two hands. Something about building something. I make things, I crush stone and crystals from mines all over the planet. I repurpose them for healing, abundance, protection, highest level of protection. I reform them into molds. I recompress them. I turn the field back on. They're magnetized. I plug them into the house grid. We're taking over grid by grid and sharing and showing our light that yes, we do exist. What I'm here to say for me and you out there, sharing our light, giving a hug, giving a prayer, helping someone in need, whatever it is, how we share our love. I'm just here to express, if we're sharing our love through this time of pain and suffering, and these nerds up here on the right-hand side haven't done anything worth any sort of conversation for 1,000 years, 100 years, basically riding the coattails of their forebearers. What I'm getting to is there is something about earning your spot, earning, feeling, emotionally processing, consciously evolving to where you're supposed to be, not to where you've been. And that's for all species on this planet. We want the best for all beings here. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what your home world is. We all want you guys to learn what you came here to learn, come together and become stronger because of it. Period. Drop the mic. I don't care any other words about it. You're stronger together. Period. I want to share cool things that we've both been hiding and coveting in vaults around the universe. Come together, shake some hands, have some tea, have a cup of coffee, have some ale. Go, hey, that was a great war 20,000 years ago. You guys still pissed? Oh, your God is good on that planet. I need some more comedy. We're all bored at the polarity game, okay? I want some more coming together, okay? I know it's hard to even process right now in this, as we jump back in time in this SimCity world. I want my voice to be heard and echo that we want peace and prosperity now for all beings, period. Drop the mic. Even the Dut-da-das that want to do circles and jump down into Hades for another 3 incarnations. It's your choice, okay? I have friends down there. It's not a big deal, okay? It's just, if that's what you want to do, you're going to miss the sun real quick. Moving on. And the answer is vulnerability. See, I'm being vulnerable right now. I'm like, hey, man, can we come together? I know I could have whooped on you and you could have whooped on me for eons of time. But be vulnerable. Speak your truth. The truth is what sets us free. Be honest. Hey, dude, I'm a different person than I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Hey, bro, I don't know if I told you this or not. In 2012, when I picked up my Egyptian piece from the back of the Sphinx, right-hand side, they took 10 years of memory from this chemical computer to fit my soul piece in my suit. I lost everything from 19 to 29 years old. Didn't tell you that. Hi, I'm going to a high school reunion. I barely remember you. I get one flash of a memory. 19 to 29 was taken just to fit my soul piece in this little popsicle suit. Later, it comes back, mind you. But what I'm trying to express is everything that's worth doing takes time, sacrifice. It's that long distance. It's the marathon. It's not the sprint. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a marathon, and a lot of us just crossed the finish line. I'm here to tell you, I'm holding pH 9.5 and higher agua for you. I got a pom-pom. I got music bumping, I got some 80s, 90s, whatever you want, okay? You guys are rock stars. Snap out of the anti-fear. The fear is an artificial depression you can only shake off by raising the frequency of your suit and blowing it off of you. You cannot talk to this weird nerd negative thing that they're broadcasting. It's not something you can talk to or wish away. Move the energy in your body, kick up your energy field, kick up your frequency, blow it off, okay? And when you do, be nice to the things attached to it, Start blowing things up, you get yelled at, okay? What's your job when you come here? Hi, my name's Rion, and I'm here to blow shit up. Hey, energetically. All right, you know? Energetically. In dream time. Whatever vocabulary you need. You know? I'm here to blow down some doors and blow some holes in some holograms. How about you guys? Like, I don't know what you want from me. You know? They can't. I don't fit in your box. I don't fit in your sphere. We don't fit in anyone's box. We don't fit in your sphere. You can't fit in a third 3D popsicle suit in this realm. If you're quantum processing 4 or 5 floors up and you're talking at a person that's only operating from one dimensional floor of understanding, it's like talking to a 3rd grader. Yeah, yes, we have things in common. We both have suits on. Good, Bobby. Saucy. Yeah, we have eyeballs and ears, and yeah, we have appendages. Pretty cool, huh? You can hear it these, huh? Stereo. Pretty awesome. What else we have in common? Yeah. We have DNA. Good, good, Saucy. Good, good. I'm trying to get to you for all those saucies out there that, you know, Karens or whatever your name is. Listen, it's fear that causes you to get so pissed off because you fear being duped. And that's a pain that we all go through. I definitely went through it. What I'm here to say is that don't take that out on your family that loves you, that wants to pick you up, and will be with you the whole way through, holding your hand. Not these nerds being broadcast on a television screen that, you know, if you went into their personal life, they're probably complete weirdos, Lemon. But, you know, I don't know. I don't even want to get into it. Like, I just want to shred. Like, you guys want to know all their secrets? Like, I don't know. It's like an Inquirer down here. Moving on. Oh, goodness. I'll stop. Not gonna schmomo, not gonna work anywhere. I don't know, Como Bomo and your little brother, your little nerd brother. I don't know. You guys look kind of nerdy to me, huh? Como, why do you have nipple rings on under a white shirt? Isn't that kind of weird? Como, come, go away. I don't know. It's all in there. Good morning. Good afternoon. Sunday afternoon. Good morning. Sunday morning. Are you gonna get upset with I don't know, man. It's like a puppet. Don't give him too much emotion. That's all I'm saying. All right. Sunday morning, my husband is gonna build a Hyperloop track. I'm too old for this game. That's what it is. I get it. They're like, you're too old for this game. Stop. I'm like, all right. Dragons. Let's get it. Dragons. All right. You know what I mean. All right. Dragon questions. I'm going to ask first question. Will my fellow dragons help in the cleanup process? We know you are. And be more hands-on with your lower dimensional selves in assisting the entire collective conscious deal with things that are very strong and powerful that you are aware of. But can you help us and some of the younger species deal with that without getting so clashing with it, because you have that knowledge and understanding of how to talk to, transmit, communicate with, getting your point across, catching more bees with honey than an all-out, bar fight. Can we have some more interaction? Just negotiation, classy, keep it classy, Can we have some more classy, keep it classy, San Diego? First card. Keep it classy, San Diego. Keep it classy. That just stood out. Bang. Yes, sir. Second question. We have to do time. For those of my fellow dragons that have been working on processing their shadow function and their light function, can we have more synchronicity with activating their hearts so that some of their gifts can come online? Those who have proven to be balanced. Proven to be balanced. Okay, thank you. Not the guys in Barcelona, Spain, or Madrid. Hi, I'm the one who came and grabbed you. Just kidding. Hey, Madrid, you're on my grid. Hey, Madrid, you're on my grid, boy. Hey, little 300-year-old turd. All right. Are you scared to die? You gotta get a clone body. You scared to death, boy. I'm Madrid. Hey, you. By the way, the people of Madrid are awesome, but a couple of those little pindars hiding over there. Anyone scared to death? Yeah, you can't be a leader either. Sorry. Those ones under the ground in California and clone bodies. Don't be scared of what you don't know. All right. Oh yeah, I'm going ham today. What else? Number 3. Stop pretending every day. Question number 3. I already forgot. Wait. I hope you guys are paying attention. They're having I got Blu-ray movies coming in the left side of my face and comedy shows going on. You're gonna have to help me with the first question. Third question was, will my fellow dragons help us to remember the power of our presence? Those planetary guardian versions, those cosmic versions, those upper heaven versions, will they allow us as their lower fractals to emit enough light into this space to assist what needs to be negotiated, to assist this time flux, and to create a better future where, man, the greatest union ever is this whole galaxy, this whole planet coming together as one. It's an unstoppable force if we can stop beefing. It's something that I think our forebears, forefathers, foremothers, and the creators of this galaxy and universe always hoped for. And I understand the different ages of our species. I'm not naive. I understand why a dragon talking to a Palladian is like talking to a 4th grader. I get it. But I am trying to say, if there's a way that there's a more streamlined way that we could efficiently balance this space so that all voices are heard in a manner that is not so biased as to probabilities, but rather let the magic of the universe work in our benefit instead of against us. I'll try with that card. I'm going right over. It's gone. This is so much fun. I just feel like I'm here with you guys. I'm like, we're going to ask some questions. Boom. All right, ladies and gents, we have our cards. As before, light the sage. I want Freddy Krueger antibodies, just nightmare on Light Street, you know what I mean? Hey, man. Doing great. Let's bring it home. All right. All right, here we go. All right, log and load. First question is, what's up, guys? YouTube, love you. All right, come on. First question is, I'll wait. Wait, what's the first question? Light mirror on Night Street. I know, it's real. What was the first question for the dragon cards, ladies and gents? What do we got? Kids, guys. Help with transmitting powers. Okay. Help with clearing up. Okay. Oh, help with clearing up. Thank you. First card is Harmonious in Action. Harmonious in Action. So what does that mean? Tranquility. Tranquility. I'll tell you what it means. It's already been done in the upper dimensions. What are we watching? This timeline to play out. Harmonious tranquility is the answer. Tranquility. Harmonious in action. With the dragon. Look at that. Peace. Peace brings more peace. Meditation brings more meditation. Okay? So, harmonious in action. I think tranquility is what you're going for. Continuing. All right. Next question is, come on. I do this on purpose so we interact. There's an interaction going on. And YouTube, I love you. I put the chat on. I don't know why it's not on. Second question was, okay, it's like I'm in Ascension school. I'm like, did you work? You know, I'm like, second question. Come on. I'll wait. For dragons to help. All right. Okay. For the upper dimensional versions of dragons to help with activating the suits so we can share our light on this planet, is I believe what I asked. And the question is, all right. Destruction, releasing your anger. So let me translate what that means. In you releasing your dragon fire, and you releasing the light on this planet, for you being emissaries of upper dimensional versions of yourself, barbecuing are sending so much light into these lower dimensions, these lower levels of Tartarus. You just being here, releasing your light, transmuting darkness with light, transmuting fear with love. Like I told you in the last video with one of my questions, when are we going to be able to set off sonic booms across the surface of this planet to help reset, to help clean up? You know, I like to tell you guys something about some of our jobs to kind of put it in perspective for you. When you have a gardener come over to your house, do you get mad at that gardener for pulling a bunch of weeds so that the garden grows, you know, more abundantly? No, that's that gardener's job. The gardener's job is to show up into the garden that may not have been tended for, I don't know, 2,000 years. Maybe one gardener came down. You know him, you love him, Yeshua. But with these gardeners, Yahweh, Yahweh, there's a couple different versions of these names. I don't know, the guy that looks like El Moria, I love him, you know him, you love him. Jesus, that version, whatever name you want to call him. But us fellow gardeners, Buddha was a gardener. Buddha cleaned up things. Buddha was tempted by Mara. Buddha transmuted all negative, weird things into lotus petals. Buddha was tempted by the 3 hot girls that came in from Mara. And what did he do? He showed them 3 mirrors of them in, as old women. What I'm trying to get to in time, what I'm trying to get to with these temptation tests, what I'm trying to get to is what's the core that we're all trying to figure out. To clean things up, to create a new. To be done with old thought forms and way to be. To be done with old control slavery systems. To be done with debt slavery. To be done with slavery in general. To be done with all these things is the only way we move forward into that paradise. To not even have that thought form on the planet. There are some things we shall be grabbing. There are some things as I sit and talk to you that I'm locking onto. There are some things that through you guys watching me right now, you're giving me access in your territory live on the planet via the internet. In what territory these guys are sitting under the ground. It's over there somewhere. What I'm trying to tell you is this. It'd be much easier for a lot of us to just figure out what we want. Those that haven't figured out what they want or their purpose is what creates all these distortions. The distortions that some of these people project is power, fear, greed, control. The issue with that is true night force, true greed, true all-encompassing power, well, you know, corrupts ultimately. But the hunger is what these kids don't understand. The night force is an unquenchable hunger. You guys ever seen the comic books Galactus? What is he always saying? I hunger. I hunger. That's all he always says. I hunger, right? It's like he's always hungry, man. It's like, get this guy a Snickers. No, not a Snickers, but what I'm trying to say with the darkness is this. Darkness doesn't create anything. They manage and monitor light in creation. They don't create abundance, they manage it. The issue is that when that polarity gets out of control and its hunger oversteps, okay, whatever it can manage, it always self-implodes. It always self-implodes. I'm trying to express to you guys, it's kind of interesting being down here looking at this juvenile level with some of these things going on down here. I mean, imagine being in charge of a solar system and you have 8 planets to manage with 25 different species, and they're interacting with other solar systems in trade, and there's beef and conflict popping off. I mean, this is these rules and lessons we're learning right here on Earth is our arithmetic. 2 plus 2 is 4. Right? 3 plus 3 is 6. You can't go out into the universe and not understand your basic arithmetic or your basic understanding, your basic language, your basic functionality, your basic emotions. Okay? Use this place in this realm, in this platform to understand what type of being you wish to remember that you truly are, and what type of being you wish to be in the present, and what that change in the present does to the future. Stay there. Stay in that scholastic, educated, peaceful, balanced version. All right. And the third question. All right. This is huge. What was my third question? The card is fire. Third question. All right, all right. Ruthie Behringer is watching. I can't see any of your guys' emojis. It's interesting. There's something going on here with the Facebook. So, third question was, will you assist us in becoming an unstoppable force and helping this planet? And the answer is effort. Conquering your demons. Conquering your demons. So let me tell you what this card means. Effort takes effort to change. It's like we always talk about. Conquering your demons, conquering your fears. Check it. The more amplitude a human being has, any star being that's here, starseeds, angelics, here, you have to understand that the only limiting factor of how much energy you can pull down and emit is based upon the balancing function of your emotions and your will. Your will to assist, your will to create, your will to destroy. Right? If everyone gets really, really upset and never looks for the solution, but rather gets caught in an endless torrent of chaos, well, welcome to the last couple hundred, there's a lot of war has been going on down here over control. To release pure light that actually disintegrates fear, to release pure light from your heart and your experience from your heart, comes with you passing, understanding, and experiencing the same fears that are being felt and processed in the population, in your friends and family, in this realm, in this energy, in this consciousness. You become the antivirus to the viral program. Right? You become the antibody that nightmare to the virus program of this artificial programming consciousness, MK Ultra BS. Right? You become the solution to it. So, in conquering your demons, conquering your fears, you no longer have fear of what others have fear of. You no longer allow that fear to affect your judgment. You sit in your peace and prosperity and in your center, and you observe others go through lessons you have already passed. So for our dragons to say, hey, be tranquil, right? Tranquility, harmonious in action. Now, but what does that mean for us? The destruction and the effort of the fake control grid. But how do we do it? Not through pain, suffering, or violence. Nay, through our consciousness, through our tranquility, through our harmonious inaction. Now, doesn't mean harmonious inaction as far as standing up for our rights and injustice. No, that means our harmonious reflection or inaction towards fear or some of these lower frequency or vibrations. Fear has no effect on you. Some guy shows up it's like a magic trick. No one's seen this magic trick before. You've seen it 1,000 times. Guy does the magic trick in front of the population. You go, yeah, the card's in your back left pocket. Do you have anything new? Oh, here's another magic trick. Yeah, I've heard of many Black Swan events. Can I have another magic card? There's, a fake alien invasion. Yeah, I know all about the, Project Blue Book, and I know about the holographic technology. Have you seen the stuff they have in Japan right now with the cats on the walls and the whales crashing? It's pretty cool. I mean, it has a billboard, right? What else you got? We're going to do another thing. We're going to have all this other... You start seeing these things coming, but then what you start doing is speeding up the processing of the rest of the collective consciousness because you've already seen that magic trick. So you're asking the magician, what else you got? What else you got? What else you got? The form and function of this reality is these mad magicians only have about 3 to 7 steps ahead. Once they get above 7 steps or 7 steps in the future, they fall apart. They can't tell you because their technology, their probabilities, their looking glass technology has limitations. What they don't understand is that technology is also monitored and modulated and manipulated by upper dimensional beings. But, I mean, everyone can pretend they're King Kong. It's cute. But I'm here to tell you, I'd rather be dancing with you guys at a ball. Left side's white tuxedos, right side's black tuxedos. I'm like, I got it. You're king, hey. And you're king, hey. Like, I don't know. As we all kind of come together at this fruit punch. Hey, as we're starting to shake hands and get along and understand what the different belief systems are and why. But truly what the upper dimensional and different species are and how they've been modulated and messing with the population for quite some time. When we start to see the things in common with each other, a lot of these differences will fall apart and we'll truly come together as one. So for all these beings playing these characters, hey, you're doing a great job. But the choice for us to be free and that sovereignty is always within us. It's always within your heart. And to understand that you are free. You are sovereign beings, and you are very, very loved. My name is Rion. It's been an absolute pleasure being with you guys today. All right? I love you. And I forgot to put this in the shopping cart, but this is Green Man, made out of solid blue azurite, and it's magnetic and stuff. But I'll put that in the shopping cart as I clear my decks. All new goodies, Brahma lamps, Giza bed sets, anything with the solid blue azurite, that's the blue rose, the sundials. Things are girthy enough to actually it's almost like living room size. Put anything you want on it. Check that out at store.teamlight.com and all the new deck diamonds that we have, the designs. The designer actually is in Poland, who actually makes those molds. So it's kind of cool. My molds for my pyramids are made in Turkey, I believe, and my my deck diamonds are made in Poland. So I got the European flavor over here. I like that. You guys, we had big news in the Middle East yesterday. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of distraction going on. There's a lot of good things coming. There's a lot of financial things breaking. There's a lot of good news coming our way. I remind you that the peace and prosperity that you want to find and see on the planet, once we're given the football and it's our turn to run, our team is unstoppable. Team Light, baby. And I want you guys to know that, we're gonna get this done together. When you guys are upset, I'm upset. When you guys are happy, I'm happy. We help each other every single day in dream time and in the present. And I want you guys to know that sometimes when things are difficult or hard to do, that's because they're worth doing. Things that are really easy and instant gratification. So I wish you guys to have an amazing weekend or an amazing day. Have an amazing week coming up. And I love you guys. All right, man. Sending love and abundance from Sedona. Right, Grow? All right. This is for Facebook. Or it's for YouTube. YouTube, we love you. Blessings and awesomeness from Sedona. Peace.